Hi, my name is Coach Winn. A brief background on my career. Really, basketball has already been a part of my life from when I was a kid. We had the opportunity, my parents got us involved with the Boys and Girls Club, so basketball, even among myself and my two other brothers, was really our go-to sport. And then I had the opportunity from a coaching standpoint in 1982 to become a volunteer basketball coach for Vista Parks and Recreation. And that kind of spiraled my love for the game. I went on to coach at the high school level, from freshman JV to varsity. I became the head coach at Bishop's High School and coached there for 10 years, where we had great success, winning 8 CIF championships, a state title. So, and then I moved on to the Division I, and then I had the opportunity to be a head coach at a community college with Saddleback College, and I've been there for nearing 18 years. So that's kind of a quick response to where my career is, and it's just a great opportunity. But I think the biggest thing for me is I started a club program in the 90s, and that's really been instrumental on every facet and every opportunity at every level, club basketball and the AAU. So I started in AAU back in the 90s, and I'm going to continue with Gotham City Hoops moving forward. Why going back and start an AAU club program, Gotham City Hoops, after being in the game already 30 years? I think it's really because this is an area where I think is most needed in basketball. You know, being at the college level, I see where a lot of times our kids that get to college don't have the basic skills, left hand, right hand, and the fundamentals. And I've always been a strong fundamental coach. I love to teach the fundamentals. And I think if we teach our kids at the 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9-year-olds, then when they get to be 16, 17, and 18, they're going to have a greater opportunity to be successful. So that's really why Gotham City Hoops at this time in my life after all these years. I mean, our mission at Gotham City Hoops is to put the best coaching possible in front of the kids that we service, get them introduced to the best coaching, myself and other coaches who are at an elite level, and give these kids a foundation that really is unbreakable. If you learn how to use your feet the right way, and you have great footwork, and you have great attitude, and you work hard, and you put everything into the game, then you're going to get a lot out of it. So our mission is to put the best basketball coaching in front of the kids that is possible at the youth level. We're going to accomplish that by simply hiring the best people, giving parents unwavering support that we've hired the best people. All our coaches have been successful. All our coaches are background checked. All of our coaches know how to coach kids. It's one thing to be a great player, and it's one thing to be able to jump out the gym, but can you coach and communicate with kids? So we're going to hire teachers who can teach kids how to become great. Like I said, at Gotham City Hoops, where ordinary becomes legendary. You can't become legendary unless you get some legendary coaches in here teaching. I mean, the process and who's going to make it successful is going to be our people. It's going to be myself, the coaching staff, the people who are support staff. Everybody associated with the program is going to be an integral part of making these kids successful. You can't have one part being great, other part being average. Every facet from the office to the court has to be great. We're looking for greatness. I think looking back on my career, I'm most proud of the relationships that I built. The relationship with players, the success that I've had a chance to impact players, the people that have went to college, the people that have gone to college on scholarships, people who now are making impacts. I mean, I have a lot of people that were in our programs who are coaching at the collegiate level, coaching at the high school level, who have great jobs, who went on to become teachers, and just to be really, really productive citizens in whatever profession they chose. I think I'm most proud of that I had an impact on their lives. And in reality, that they impacted my lives is really why I'm still here today. I mean, a lot of programs today, they're either a boys program, they're either a girls program, and we're a co-ed program because I don't see the boy and girl. I see boys that want to be great players, girls that want to be great players. I see creating basketball players, and I had daughters, you know, so I coached my daughters. I coached boys basketball. We won championship with boys, we won championship with girls. What we're looking for is kids who have a vision, boy or girl, who want to become great. We're looking for greatness, and greatness has no gender. We're looking for boys and girls at all levels. I think on basketball, who were the biggest influences in my life? I mean, from a coaching standpoint, I have to say like John Wooden. I mean, John Wooden set the table for every other coach to come after him. I think that Bobby Knight, I looked at Bobby Knight. Everybody thought Bobby Knight was just a disciplinarian crazy, but his structure was so good. So with John Wooden and Bobby Knight, they had structure. Eddie Robinson, the great football coach from Grambling, I mean, he set the table for things that are going on from a coach, from a pro standpoint to college that never got the credit, Eddie Robinson. But I think maybe one of the greatest coaches of all time, Vince Lombardi, a football coach. And I look at those guys and I've read about them, and I just saw so much inspiration from guys like that. And I'm a Pat Riley fan. Pat Riley did it the right way. He looked the right way. He played the part, and he got great athletes to perform great on the court. And I think if you can get your athletes to perform, it's just like having a 5, 6, 7, and 8-year-old. And if you can get them to give their all and to become great, then you're a great coach. So those guys inspired me, and I hope I can inspire these kids that are going to come to our program now. What are my all-time favorite players? I mean, my number one favorite player is Earvin Magic Johnson. I mean, I was getting out of high school when he was getting out of high school. I had the chance to go see his first pro game at Cal State LA in the Summer League. And later in my career, I had a chance to meet him and get to know him a little bit, to work his camps for about 6, 7 years. I've been to several events, and I think Magic Johnson and look what he's done. So he's influenced me on the court, off the court, while I'm a businessman today. And I can't deny that. And then I think LeBron James is just, look at him, from a young guy to go into the league with so much on his shoulders and to carry that weight, and look at his life now. I just like the way LeBron James and what he means to just generation. And the generation that we're going to build, we're looking for a LeBron James, because these kids are going to be 5, 6, 7, and 8. Michael Jordan, I mean, this guy impact. I'm all about impact. And the guys I've told you have impacted not only on the court, but off the court. Michael Jordan, he's the GOAT. There's not a lot more you can say about that. And then Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain, the guy that played in the 60s and the early 70s, still holds over 25 basketball records. The guy did everything on the court, scored 100 points in the court, averaged 50 rebounds for a season, 50 points for a season, over 27 rebounds for a season. So Wilt Chamberlain, and then the impeccable Dr. J, Julius Erving. I mean, he set the table. He introduced us to the dunk, the fro, the dunk, and everything. Everybody wanted to be Dr. J on the playground when I was growing up. So I think those guys really, and many others, but those guys come to the forefront of my mind as really impacting me as basketball players. Where do I see myself in the program if we look back 10 years from now? What would we have done and accomplished? Really, I see AAU level teams, top teams in the nation who did it the right way, who built it the right way, that our kids are good people. They treat people right. They don't argue with officials. They took the game, became great players, and they're going to make great pupils at the collegiate and the pro level. So looking back, I think we're going to have kids who are going to be ready to enter the college ranks as super players and some of the best kids in the nation. And that's the goal.